Hi there, my name is Karen Valadares. I'm from Innovate As You Go, and today is WIP Day. So let's start. What have I done last week? Busy week. Continue to talk to people about the long-term travel idea, what their fears, what their blockers are, what I have been doing already for a couple of weeks. Every time that I have a chance to talk to someone new, I do, because it's always good insights in there. It's actually also fun as well. I love doing it. Always great stuff come out of it. So I was trying to create the career tools. So besides money as the main blocker for people not traveling long term, career it was also up there. So a lot of people think that if they quit their jobs today and they go for a 1-year trip, when they come back, like they probably damage their career progression in a certain way. So what can I suggest? How can I help them to understand that it's not like that? So I spoke with someone that gave me ideas related to like doing volunteer jobs around the world. I start looking more into the remote work, companies that offer that possibility, or what other remote workers are doing out there. And so there's a lot of information to go through. I'm actually diving into this world. So I wasn't able to finalize the tool yet. I still need to actually put it together. I have some ideas, but it requires more work. So that's what I'm going to be doing this week. I was actually talking to Liam the other day about like how we're gonna make this happen, because we are creating these tools on paper, like we're drawing on paper. We're gonna create the design, like the user flow as like a prototype for people to test, and we're gonna try to validate this idea before actually spending a lot of time building it. But we're gonna get to a point, I'm very confident that we're gonna get to a point that I am gonna need developers, I'm gonna need a team to support this business idea. And then we start talking, like we had wine in our hands, like a nice dinner. It wasn't really work focus, it was just chatting. And then we actually thought about, what if we actually hire a team and go travel with them for 3 months? So we choose like 3 countries, 1 country in each month, and then we live together, find a co-workspace and work on it, working on the MVP launch and see how that goes. And then we actually said, wait a minute, it's actually a pretty good idea on its own. So we actually start talking quite a bit about this new thing, but let's focus, let's not get distracted. We still want to work on the long-term travel idea. That's our main goal. But we just had another idea that complements this one. So we might either work in parallel, or it depends how much time I have. But we're not going to forget that one just yet, because I think that one's going to be very helpful for this one. So they complement each other, which is a great thing. So now, this week, I actually need to name this long-term travel idea. I keep saying long-term travel idea, I keep saying that idea, but we need a name. We need like working a little bit on the branding for it, because now that we're having all the ideas out there as well, I want to have a name to refer to the long-term travel idea. I think it's time. So yeah, I have no idea how to call it. I start playing just to find available domains that I could call anything that has a travel word on it. It's already taken. So it's going to be pretty hard. If you have any idea, if you want to brainstorm with me, leave me a note. Let's talk about it, because I really don't know how to call it, but I'll go through the process. If Liam get some beers, some drinks, involved, so we get more creative, and see how that goes. So hopefully by next week I will have a name for you guys. So exciting times. Besides that, as I mentioned before, I need to finalize this career tool. And one last thing is I signed up for the Lean Startup Meetup in Sydney on the 19th of October. So I'm going to be reading this book in the next week or so, because the meetup, it's all about how to start your business in a lean way. It became actually it's like a methodology on its own, I think, at the moment. So I started yesterday, just read a few pages. If it looks really pretty good. Very excited to read, very excited to attend to the Lean Startup Meetup. It's free to attend, so if you also have an idea and you want to meet me in person and see what they have to say, go online, just type on Google Lean Startup Meetup Sydney, and then you'll find it. Yeah, so I think that's it for this week. I hope to see you next week. See ya. Bye.